Another new media technology used in the evaluation stage of our Coursebase productions was RenderSoft's CamStudio open source Web 2.0 application, O'Reilly and Dale Doherty 2004, which allowed us to record editing techniques using Adobe Premiere CS 5.5, for instance, and could then be shown in our evaluation question videos, and this relayed to the audience how certain elements of our coursework productions were constructed creatively through the use of visual technologies by Angie Byrne and Buckingham 2010, and how something was physically created, David Gauntlet 2007, in the form of our Haribo music video, Svenny Carlson 1999. Similar to CamStudio was the Web 2.0 application O'Reilly and Doherty 2004 Screener, which was, as a group we felt was a much easier to use piece of software than CamStudio, as it allowed us to post our screencasts straight to the Web 2.0 applications Tim O'Reilly and Dale Doherty 2004 of Twitter, Facebook or YouTube, as these sites allowed users to interact and collaborate with other users and create virtual communities, for instance, and meant our videos could become much more accessible for our audiences. However, Screener needs the Java software available on a Mac or PC before it can work, and most computers we use to record our evaluation videos did not have Java installed, making it hard for us to use Screener for our evaluation questions, which was a problem for us. A Web 2.0 application that we considered using for our evaluation questions was Animoto, which in theory allowed us to create high quality videos online. However, the only free version of the software allowed us to record 30-second long videos, which was too short for our needs, and at only web quality visuals with limited video styles, this just wasn't sufficient enough to use throughout our evaluation questions, and the pro version of Animoto was £35 a month, meaning that this new media technology had many limitations in terms of us using it to create the evaluation questions videos, challenging David Gauntlet's 2007 theory, as it didn't allow us to physically make something. Another new media technology used in the evaluation stage of our coursework productions was Adobe Premiere CS 5.5, which was also used to construct our Haribo music video, Svenny Carlson 1999. We constructed parts of our evaluation questions on this software as we were familiar with its workings and knew that high quality videos with a sound resolution of up to 1080p could be made using it, and the editing features available on Premiere, such as transitions and dissolves, meant that an aesthetically pleasing aspect could be added to our evaluation questions once they were made into videos to make them visually pleasing and indicating how digital technologies here allowed us to be creative, by Angie Byrne and Buckingham 2010. Finally, cameras were used in the evaluation stage of our media productions to record both sound and visuals of members of our group answering the evaluation questions, and the cameras we used were the Canon Leagra HV40 camcorder, which we also used in the construction stage of our coursework productions when filming our Haribo music video, Svenny Carlson 1999, which, like Adobe Premiere CS 5.5, meant that we were familiar with this hardware, making it easier for us to use and make something, David Gauntlet 2007, allowing our evaluation question videos to have a preferred reading, Stuart Hall 1980, of being both professional and organised, Pete Fraser 2002. For the planning stage, as a group we created a media pitch on the presentation site prezi.com that we then presented to our class to show them our ideas and our imaginary entity, Yanang 1991. An imaginary entity allows us to create the average consumer of our product, so we featured images taken from Google of clothing such as Fred Perry and Levi jeans, as well as Lee's Festival and Carling Lager, as these brands are all associated with the indie genre. This was so that we could make the video as relatable and understandable as possible by featuring some of these brands in it. After presenting the pitch to our class, we asked them to fill out a survey on surveymonkey.com with qualitative and quantitative questions around whether they thought our ideas would suit music video and ancillary products in the indie genre. After analysing their feedback, we embedded the link from SurveyMonkey along with our Prezi pitch to our Web 2.0 blog, O'Reilly 2004, provided by WordPress. After analysing the data we collected from SurveyMonkey, we could then complete 12 appendix tasks, including institutional research, genre research, analysing of ancillary products such as the Arctic Monkeys' Favourite Worst Nightmare, and analysis of existing music videos such as Red Hot Chili Peppers' By the Way. We used web apps such as YouTube and Prezi to upload these appendices onto, which we could also embed onto our blog, creating synergy through technological convergence, PJ Fury 2004. We also used Fraser's social network sites on Facebook and Twitter to research into their likes and followers so that we could get a true representation of the band's demographic, which then allowed us to see the true readership of Fraser's product, which would in turn allow us to effectively target this audience through both my main product and my ancillary products. Thornstein Veblen in 1921 stated that technologies significantly changed society. This is true in relation to both the research and planning section of pre-production, as we could have a direct communication and even be voyeuristic towards our audience, as we are looking upon their social lives without them knowing, as many institutions do so in the planning stages of a real media text. At the construction stage, the music video, Fraser Shine the Light, created as a group, was predominantly made in the Adobe Premiere CS 5.5 software and was creative as it involved the physical making of something, David Gauntlet 2007, and as manager Bernard Buckingham said in 2010, if creativity is not inherent, then technologies allow us to be creative. Firstly though, our hybrid music video, Svenny Carlson 1999, needs to be filmed, and a Canon Legria HV40 camcorder, as well as a Sony HVR HD 1000p camcorder were the main cameras used when filming, which allowed us to record in 1080p HD resolution. An iPhone 5C was also used specifically to film the over-the-shoulder shot of the drummer in the performance aspect of our music video. Once filmed, the raw footage was placed into Adobe Premiere CS 5.5, with the pre-recorded song being put into Adobe Audition. Adobe Premiere CS 5.5 allowed us to edit the song and include visual elements, such as a dip to white to connote the start of a flashback in our hybrid music video, Svenny Carlson 1999, and a black and white filter, stereotypical Walter Lippmann 1922, of indie's cheap, homemade feeling genre, to signify as flashback. Premiere also meant that we could lip-sync the visuals to the song and allowed us to match the lyrics to the visuals in terms of the lyrics portraying what is seen on screen at that particular point in time, as lyrics matching the visuals is one of the 6 key coding conventions of music videos, Andrew Goodwin 1992. We also use the Adobe Photoshop CS 5.5 software when constructing our music video to create the band's A logo, which was made red using the paint bucket tool and put against a black background. Then a series of jump cuts made in Adobe Premiere CS 5.5 allow the logo to appear as though it was flashing, which was pastiche from Swim Deep's She Changes the Weather music video. Another effect that Premiere allowed us to do with our hybrid music video, Svenny Carlson 1999, was ghost editing, which was used in the walking home drunk scene in our video, pastiche from Arctic Monkeys, Why'd You Only Come When You're High music video, where the slow motion tool allows the video to appear distorted and helps to create the representation, Stuart Hall 1980, a verisimilitude for our target audience. Individually, I created 2 support ancillary products of an 8-panel digipack and a poster solely created on Adobe Photoshop CS 5.5. The pictures for the digipack's front cover though were taken using a Canon 400D EOS camera, while the other images in my ancillary products were screenshots of close-ups of the band members taken from our hybrid music video, Svenny Carlson 1999, in Adobe Premiere CS 5.5 using the snipping tool software. Because these pictures of the band members need to be close-ups, in particular the lead singer who is an electronic shaman, Svenny Carlson 1999, as close-ups are one of the key 6 codes and conventions of a music video, Andrew Goodwin 1992, and I felt that they should also be a key feature of my ancillaries, I zoomed in on the long shot images using the zoom tool on Adobe Photoshop CS 5.5, indicating how digital technologies allow my ancillaries to appear professional, Pete Fraser 2002.